Hey guys, it's Anthony with the Xbox Boomer channel here today. And as you can see, I have an army of original Xbox games here. And so, there's a ton of them here, and we're going to go through all of them. What this is this is my collection that I currently have access to. So I've rebuilt these games in the last maybe 4 years, I would say. Something like that, maybe a little longer. And I do have all of my original Xbox games from when I was a kid, but those are not in here. So those are in storage in another area that I won't have access to for many years probably to come. But yeah, I do have a few more than just this. But yeah, we're going to go through what I actually have here today. So I did flip them over because I don't want you cheating. I don't want you looking, I'm a big fiend for fast forwarding through people's videos and like, oh man, just show me the crap. So, yeah, we're just going to hang out and check out all these games, that I have. So I guess I did bring some controllers here. So I'll show you the controllers first because those are probably the most boring part. So I did, over the years, I've collected a couple different controllers. Some of them are better than others. So this one, I believe, is a GameStop branded controller from back in the day. I don't know for sure, but I do know it is not an original Xbox. Oh, actually, it's a TTX controller. So yeah, this is a generic one, but it does work. And I will say... So this one's a little different because it doesn't have a removable, it doesn't have the breakaway cable. So if you're not new to, or if you are new, to original Xbox, the original Xbox was designed with this breakaway cable. So that way, if you're playing in your living room or whatever, and somebody walks in your way and pulls your controller out, it won't pull your whole system, off your television stand or whatever. So this one's generic. It doesn't have that, but it is a white color. So I got that from a pawn shop for like probably $3 maybe. Now this one's cool because it's a green controller. But this one is made out of Chinesium. So this one, that's a joke by the way. But yeah, this is like a Temu Chinese Alibaba controller. It's like real junk quality. I actually have a couple of these. So I have a blue Chinesium controller, and then I have a green one. And these are not good because, one, they don't have the breakaway cable, so that sucks. Two, the length of the cord, let me see here, is actually very, very short. So unless you're playing like 4 feet away from your original Xbox, it's very hard to use. And then all of the sticks on these different controllers, they do have stick drift. And the reason that that is because they're poorly made. But yeah, I bought them pretty much for the colors. And I will say, don't buy remade, generic controllers for your Xbox, because it's just going to piss you off. Like I said, this is all I had when I first started collecting Xbox games again, and I was very unhappy with these. But yeah, I've got a green one and I've got a blue one. Now this one's an original Xbox controller, and I have something to show you on this. So I bought this for very cheap at a pawn shop. I want to say it was like $3 or $5, something like that. And you can tell it's the original, manufacturer from Microsoft, because it says Xbox on there. That's a good giveaway. Notice that, some of these don't say anything in the center button there. But this one, the only thing wrong with it is that this A button has been used so much over the years, it doesn't really spring back. And so I intend on fixing this one, but I did fart with it a little before the video, using a little baby screwdriver. And you really don't want to mess with all these little baby screws because they're just a freaking nightmare. So yeah, if you can help it, I would not recommend buying a broken original Xbox controller. because it's just more problems than it's worth. Next up, this is one of my main bangers. I've got the original Xbox memory card in there, and I did break that on accident when I got pissed off playing Conquer Live and Reloaded. So it's got a little electrical tape on there, but it works fine. This is, they call this the Type S controller, I believe. And yeah, this is pretty much the gold standard for all of your original Xboxes. And then this one is my bougie controller. I've got a translucent white original Xbox, it's official Microsoft controller here. And this is one of my favorites. And then my last one is just another original Xbox controller, Microsoft branded, a Type S. Now I am going to go fairly quick through these just because, otherwise this would be a massive video. And you guys can pause any of this as we're going through if you want to see different things, or comment if you have questions, and I'll happily talk to you about it. But yeah, we're going to go through the games here. So to start off, I've got Triggerman. That's a third-person shooter. It's like a generic Hitman 2. I've got Fatal Frame. This one is a gem. That one's a banger. And that's a very rare, very expensive survival horror game. A Simpsons Road Rage on the original Xbox. That's like a Crazy Taxi knockoff. Tony Hawk's Underground 2. This game I played a lot as a kid. Shout out to my babysitter Kenny, who played that many, many hours with me as a kid. The Thing. This is based off of, it's a third-person survival horror game. This is based on the movie The Thing of the same name from the 1980s. Very, very good game. It's getting a remaster soon. Cat in the Hat. This is shovelware garbage. Don't buy this game. It sucks. Cell Damage. This is a party game, a driving game. And this is basically like a Mario Party kind of, racer. The Vinci Code, I just bought this back because it got stolen out of my mailbox. So I've got Vinci Code. I've known nothing about it. Lego Star Wars, the video game. That's a classic. Third-person action game for kids. It's a Lego game. Doom 3 Resurrection of Evil. This one is a standalone game add-on to Doom 3. It's a first-person horror game. I love Doom 3. That's Doom 3's, it's an amazing game. Some of the best graphics on original Xbox. Speaking of that, here is Doom 3. If you guys like mature, shooters or scary games, I think you have to have Doom 3. Just be careful because they do make a Steelbook version of this, and I had a couple of them growing up, and every Steelbook original Xbox game I bought actually rusted. So that's why I don't collect Steelbook games anymore. But yeah, Doom 3. We've got Deus Ex Invisible War. This is a pretty impressive RPG game for the original Xbox. The graphics are kind of doo-doo, and the load times and the rendering distance are doo-doo, but the amount of choices you have in this game is pretty amazing. Destroy All Humans 2. That is a third-person shooter game where you play as an alien. That one has co-op. It's a classic game. Let's continue here. Ooh, knocking stuff over. Destroy All Humans. This is the original game, and this one, a good game when I was a kid, but I've lost interest quite a bit since I've gotten older. Dead to Rights. This one's got a little on there. This is a third-person shooter game where you play as like a detective or a cop, and you run around with a German Shepherd and shoot dudes. Scarface, The World Is Yours. This game is freaking amazing. It's a Grand Theft Auto clone, but it's just a very good game. If you do like the movie Scarface, it's actually a sequel to the movie Scarface. It's a very good game. Very expensive. Sonic Mega Collection Plus. This is just all the old Sega Genesis Sonic games on one disc, and I got this for like $5. So I was pretty happy with that, because I don't really have access to a Sega Genesis anymore. We've got Atari Anthology. This one is 85 different Atari games on one disc. And, if you like those old, very primitive video games, there's a lot of them on here. Brothers in Arms, Earned in Blood. This is the second Brothers in Arms game. It is a World War II first-person shooter where you command a squad of guys. We got Lego Star Wars 2 Original Trilogy. This is the second Lego Star Wars game in the series. It's just another third-person adventure game. We got Lara Croft Tomb Raider Legend. This game, I don't know. It's Tomb Raider. If you played Tomb Raider on the PlayStation 1, it's pretty much that with better graphics. This game pissed me off as a kid and made me cry because I couldn't figure out where to go. And, Tomb Raider Legend. Prince of Persia, Warrior Within. This game I wanted a lot when I was a kid, and it's kind of weird that they put some strange boob lady on the back of the case. But I finally got this for $5, and I actually didn't think it was very good. This one's a banger. This is a Crash Twinsanity. This is a Crash Bandicoot game. One of the better ones on the original Xbox. Third-person, adventure mascot game. The Warriors. This is this is a great game. It's a Rockstar game. A lot of people don't know about this. A lot of people back in the day were obsessed with titles like Bully and Grand Theft Auto, and this one completely went under the radar. This is based on the movie The Warriors, which is a great 1980s film. You should definitely look at this one. It's very cool. Dead Man's Hand. This is it's a first-person shooter in the Wild West. This one is a pretty it's just a not very good game. It just is very rudimentary. It's funny though. Thrillville. We've got Thrillville. This is like an amusement park builder game, and so you can design your own amusement park. It reminds me of, I think it was a game on the computer called like Theme Park. I think it's very, very close to that in a way. This game is one that has skyrocketed to the moon. This is Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. And I actually overpaid quite a bit for this one, but I bought it from my friend. So it's whatever. But yeah, this is another theme park kind of game. You get to manage the dinosaurs and, your attractions of the park. Dreamfall, The Longest Journey. This is I don't know. It's like a very story centric game. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Beyond Good and Evil, but yeah, I don't have much to say about that. It's kind of a girly game, a little bit. The Suffering Ties That Bind. This is the second game in the Suffering series, which is a first and third person shooter. So you can switch from first to third, and you kill monsters, pretty much. Kind of cool game. Cabela's Deer Hunt 2004 season. First person hunting game. Pretty standard. Nothing great, nothing bad. Cabela's Outdoor Adventures. I waited a long time to play this game. It's a first-person / third-person hunting game. And if you're into those games, this one is actually pretty complex. because you can hunt and fish at the same time. Wasn't the greatest, but you might like it. SWAT. SWAT is like or SWAT Global Strike Team is like a knockoff of Rainbow Six 3. It's a first-person shooter, SWAT team game. Got Call of Cthulhu: Dark Corners of the Earth. This game, I'm gonna definitely do a video project with gameplay footage and stuff. This is a freaking banger. It's a hidden gem. This is just so underrated, and it is a rare game. I wish that when I bought this, because I was trying to save money, I wish I bought like a complete in box, like a really nice copy. But you do what you can do. But yeah, Call of Cthulhu: The Dark Corners of the Earth. Play the first couple hours, and you will not regret it. It's like a first-person mystery / horror game / shooter. It's freaking amazing. Like I love that game. That's like one of my top Xbox games. Another banger. I've got actually an Xbox Boomer Project audio show about this. Conquer Live and Reloaded. It's like Banjo-Kazooie, but for adults. So that's that. Metal Gear Solid 2. This is the only Metal Gear game released on the original Xbox. It's like a top-down / third-person spy game. Very, very hard to understand the story on this one, but it's a pretty well-known game. It's like a cult classic. This one here, excuse me, I didn't buy Jurassic Park from my friend. I bought this game, now that I think about it. This is the one I overpaid for, was Stubbs the Zombie. So this was a very hard to find game, very expensive for a long time. And yes, this was built with the Halo engine. But yeah, they actually remastered this game digitally for the Xbox One, I believe, and the PS4. And now this game is very affordable. But it's still an amazing game. It's a third-person game where you play as a zombie and you use all of his limbs and body parts to kind of like create more zombies and attack the local, the population. Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2. Here we go. This one, if you don't like hunting games, this is a mission-based hunting game. This is more like Doom with animals than it is anything else. There is so many wild animals coming at you at once in this game. I mean, you can see it. You're literally running around just like mowing down animals, one after the next. And it's not a traditional hunting game at all. This is my favorite hunting game of all time. Do not sleep on this. This is a great game. It is an actual story game, not like one of those Bubba Fudd, like old man hunting games. This one is Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. This is it's an older style first person and third person shooter, and you can use the lightsaber or you can use guns. There's a lot of different play styles in this game. One of the better Star Wars titles for adults. This one is Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. This is a like a third-person action game. It's a beat-em-up game. This one is not very good in my opinion. It is mainly designed for kids, and you're just spamming the X button to attack. Unreal Championship 2, the Leandri conflict. This one, I believe, is in third person, I want to say. It's been a while since I played this, but it is a tournament shooter. Sirus Sam 2. This is a great game. I was very upset that on the, as far as I know, on Sirius Sam HD for the 360, on the disc version, they do not have Sirus Sam 2. This was a really important game when it came out. It's a first-person shooter, boomer shooter, and it's really fun and colorful. And he's facing like a centaur there. There's like little bugs that explode. There's scorpion people, crazy weapons. I mean, this is a funny game. It's really unique. So yeah, this is kind of like the better version of Duke Nukem Forever. Sniper Elite. A lot of people don't know about this because Sniper Elite V2 was very popular when it came out for the 360, but Sniper Elite is a third-person sniping game. This one is a little bit more hardcore than and realistic than Sniper Elite V2. But yeah, you're just sniping, in Europe in World War II. So if you like sniping games, Pariah. This is a first-person shooter, and it's one of the more unique titles. I should really get to going and beating this game already. But this, if you like the game, maybe like Black, or it's like Black mixed with Halo. It's really, really unique, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. This one's a cult classic, very expensive, and I got kind of screwed on my copy because it's messed up. This is Psychonauts, and it's a third-person adventure game for children where you play as a guy named Raz, or a kid named Raz, and you are in a Psychonauts academy trying to go into people's dreams. And, it's a platformer, so if you like third-person platformers, that's like a cult classic. I mean, it's an okay game. I don't know. Reign of Fire. This is a vehicle combat game where you play it in you're driving around little vehicles, like little Jeeps and trucks and stuff, and you're shooting at dragons. So for the visuals, I mean, you can see this is a pretty cool visual game for the Xbox. But I will say the gameplay is not, I mean, it gets very boring, and it is based on a movie that I've never seen called Reign of Fire. This game, if you like boomer shooters, this is a freaking gem here. This is, in my opinion, this is the absolute best Wolfenstein game out there. And there's a lot of Wolfenstein games. This is Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Tides of War. I will make a mention because this is the original Xbox version. This game, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, was very popular on PC, and the PC version is quite a bit different than the Xbox title. So that's why, I'm specifically talking about the Tides of War version. But yeah, I played a lot of this game with my wife. It's a World War II shooter where you're also facing monsters and, different creatures in Castle Wolfenstein while you're fighting the Nazis. So it's very unique. Very unique. Cabela's Dangerous Hunts is the sequel to is the precursor to Dangerous Hunts 2. And this one is much more linear and much more like old man hunting than the second title. It's still an alright game. It's just not as fun, not as action packed. This one we've got a double pack, and I can't believe this one is as cheap as it is. So if you're looking for an undervalued gem, here's one for you that people haven't picked up on. So you buy Sega GT 2002, right? And that's a generic racing game. Okay, it's generic as can be. I haven't played it much, but this is a double discer. So you flip the game case over, and this came with Jet Set Radio Future, which is like a reimagining of Jet Grind Radio from the Sega Dreamcast. And if you buy the double pack, at least as far as I know, it is very cheap. Okay, so if you get both games, it's very inexpensive. However, if you only buy Jet Set Radio Future by itself, it's a very, very expensive game. So that's a life hack for you. Just buy the double pack. Shadow Ops Red Mercury. This is a modern military first-person shooter. It's one of those like Middle Eastern, just shooting people that are running around the Middle East with AKs. That's that one. Soldier of Fortune 2 Double Helix. I remember this being an okay game. I can't remember too much about it, but it's another modern first-person shooter. I'm pretty sure you go to like a lot of different areas in this one. It's not just like one location. But yeah, that's just a modern military shooter. Prince of Persia, The Two Thrones. Nothing crazy about this one. I don't think I've actually gotten to this title yet in the series. But this is, a sequel to one of the other Prince of Persia games for the Xbox. So I don't want to give you, lies on that one. Raise as Hell. I don't know if this one shot up or anything yet. But as you can see from the case, this is a very crazy game. It's almost like you play as this monster in third person. And you kill a bunch of these little Teletubby creatures. And they're shooting at you with very colorful, like rainbow weapons and stuff. And, you're just clobbering them like Gears of War style. It's a very cool game. Indigo Prophecy, I was pretty impressed with. This is like the Heavy Rain of the original Xbox. So Heavy Rain is a PS3 game, and it's very interactive. Like you can interact with, anything in the environment using your controller in different, ways that you move it. This one, you use the thumbsticks, and you can do a lot of crazy movements. And it's like watching a serial killer movie on your TV that's interactive. Jade Empire. My buddy growing up, he loved this game. I mean, I didn't play it a whole lot, but I played it a little. This is a very Mass Effect style RPG, but it's like Mass Effect, but with martial arts, pretty much. So that's that one. Jaws Unleashed. This is a game where you are Jaws. You play as Jaws, and you just go eat people, and that's literally the whole game. You're just swimming around like in that picture there, and you're just eating people. I think you go to like the aquarium or something at one point, and you're like eating all the pets in the aquarium. A very gruesome game that the woke the weirdos with the purple hair nowadays would never let you make this game. So I appreciate it. Unreal Championship. This one is first person, and this is a tournament shooter. This is a lot of people would know, Unreal Tournament 3 from the computer. This is Unreal Championship. This would be like a successor to Unreal Tournament 3. So that's that. This is Turck Evolution. This is a first-person game set in a prehistoric world where dinosaurs are still roaming and things. And this is a freaking treat to play. I mean, this was a joy. You're killing, these like reptile creatures that walk on two legs. You're going to see your Stegosauruses. You're going to see T-Rex, Brontosaurus. If you liked Jurassic Park as a kid, you're going to freaking fall in love with this damn game. Because this is a gem. I don't know if people don't know about that or what, but that's a gem. We got Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. This one, I know I bought two of them because one of them I got was not working all that well. The disc was kind of scratched. But yeah, this is an RPG game made by the makers of Mass Effect. So this is Mass Effect, but Star Wars characters. That's all it is. So if you like Mass Effect, play that one. Battle Engine Aguila. This is a first-person shooter flying game. You play as this tank thing, and this tank thing, you can either walk around on the ground and use it as a tank, or there's a button you hit and you can fly, and it transforms into like a jet. So it's a vehicle game, but it's very arcadey, and I suck at this one. I mean, I think this one's going up in price. But yeah, I suck at that game. But I did play that with my wife because it is 2-player co-op. Armymen SES War. This is like the old N64 third-person Armymen games, and this one I did find very enjoyable back in the day, but I haven't beaten it in a long time or played it. And yeah, it's a third-person shooter, but like with little toy Armymen in it. Let's keep rolling here. Armed and Dangerous, we've got here. So Armed and Dangerous, this is a third-person shooter, and yeah, it's you kind of have like your goofy team of characters. So you've got all these crazy, like this guy with the eyeball, and then this little robot guy. It's a very unique game. I did like kind of the storytelling because it's very goofy. It kind of doesn't take itself very seriously. But I did find that this game was hard as hell because there was like so many enemies coming at me at once. I mean, I was getting my freaking clock cleaned. But yeah, that is a third-person shooter. And I'll tell you what we're going to do here. I'm going to break this into 2 videos now because we've got quite a bit of a zigzag going here. So that's video 1. So thank you for watching. We're going to go to video 2 now. Thank you, and God bless you and your family.